company will produce, because economic objective is to increase the profit. So they will be producing here. Same company, every years. So year 1 they produce at bottom, year 2 they produce here, year 3 they produce here. So if you connect these dots, this would be the long run average total cost, right? Again, long run average total cost. So can you tell me where is the economies of scale? Economies of scale would lies in this area. When you produce more, if quantity increases, you see cost started decreasing. What is constant return to scale? This area. When quantity increase, every total cost is the same. And this area, sorry, let me take out the controls here. So this area, if you see, when they produce more, quantity increase, then every total cost start rising. This is diseconomies of scale, right? So, let me just clear all this mess. So this area in which they produce more, their cost start decreasing is called economies of scale. This area where they produce more, they increase their production from 1,000 to 1,200, costs remain the same, 10,000. And diseconomies of scale, when they produce more, their costs start rising, right? Their costs start rising. So this area. Any question? Okay, no more question. Then let's just move. Now answer this question. I'm going to read that one. Please focus on your options. I don't want everyone participation. In the long run, for a firm A, total cost is 105 when output is 3, and 120 when output is 4. Does a firm A exhibit economies or diseconomies of scale? Answer that. Your total cost was 105 when you were producing 3 units. Now your total cost is 120 and you are producing 4 units. So are you experiencing economies of scale or diseconomies of scale?
For me, is this economy of scale, since the total cost is rising and our output is at its same rise.
Okay, Gustavo?
Me too, I will say A.
Diseconomies of scale, right?
Yes.
Why?
Because the output increase as the units increase, as we produce more.
Okay. PD? Amar? Mirko?
Yes, I would say A, because as we said, the output to quantity rises, but also cost rises.
Okay. There's a very small point here that need to be addressed. Okay, let's go back. So what we are talking about here, are we talking about here these curves are total cost or every total cost? Are we talking about every total cost or total cost here? This is long run, long run average total cost. Now let's read the question one more time. We are talking about, we are not, here the question is silent. So you need to be very careful that what type of cost you are talking about. So all these behaviors that we just talk about is U-shaped, it's also U-shaped, it's always decreasing. So we talked in averages, not in total. Now tell me which option is right or which option is correct here. Or your analysis is the same as before or changes? Piranen, Amar.
Is it B?
Okay.
I think it will be C instead.
Okay. Mirko?
Sir, I think it's C for me.
PD, are you here? Mirko?
Output rises, so this, and the average total cost. Total cost.
Let's talk about this. Okay.
Hmm.
Answer would be D, not C. How? First of all, let's talk about the average total cost. So when you produce 3 units, what was the average total cost? Average total cost when you produce, come on, let me. So average total cost at 3, it is 105 divided by, what is the answer here? Right? Average total cost when you produce 4 units, 120 divided by 4, answer is 30. So now recall your concept of economies of scale, diseconomies of scale, and constant return to scale. Economies of scale, if you produce more, average total cost decreases, right? Diseconomies of scale, if you produce more, average total cost start rising. So C is fundamentally wrong. If economies of scale, average total cost must be decreasing, right? Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. There must be average here. Sorry, guys. So Piran, if you say C is also right because total cost is increasing. Here should be average total cost. So I think when I paste it, I omit that one here. So fundamentally, this definition is wrong. Economies of scale and average total cost is rising. No. Right? Economies of scale is that part in which average total cost decreasing and quantity rises. Understand everyone? Mirko, Piranen, Amar?
Sir, so what is the exact correct answer? C or D?
D.
D. Because oh wait, what is the difference between average total cost and total cost?
Total cost is in total. Average total cost is total cost divided by quantity. Here. Total cost is in total and average total cost is total cost divided by quantity. Pyramid. Understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So understand this, why there is this answer is D, because if you see the average total cost is decreasing. You produce more, average total cost decreasing, economies of scale. I made a mistake here. I think I should correct it first. Just wait, guys. There should be It should be now it makes sense. See? Economies of scale, since every total cost is rising, this is fundamentally wrong. Why? Because economies of scale is that concept in which every total cost decreases with the when output rises. D is the answer. Okay, now our next week we are having our exam, right? So how we are going to conduct our exam? The exam going to be online, okay? So as a teacher, it is really hard for me to maintain the equity and justice. So I tried my best to minimize the opportunity to cheat, opportunity to copy something, you know. So I devised this midterm as part 1 and part 2, right? So what is part 1? In part 1, I would be uploading a part 1 in PDF file so that nobody can change that and at the end say that, sir, it was written like this, so I understand like this, you made a mistake. So I would be uploading it in PDF. I would be also uploading the answer sheet file. It's a Word file and there would be a columns here, right? 1, 2, 3, and all you need to do, write down the answer here. You can use computer, you can use pen, whatever. If you have pen, you can write it down. Okay, so this is false. Okay, this is true, false, true, false, like that, right? So part 1 would be time restricted. For example, I would be giving you, I didn't make yet, but if, for example, I would be giving you 50 questions, 10 true, false, or 20 true, false, or 30 multiple choice question. So what you have to do, you open that file, PDF file, you read true, false, and on the Word file, you write it down the answer, type the answer here. I would be giving you the answer file, answer sheet as well. And remember, part 1 would be time restricted so that you have a less time to use other platform for cheating and all those stuff, right? So I would try my best to minimize this window of opportunity for cheating.